Hi there and welcome to this episode of Consciousness Motherfucking Empowerment. Here we talk about consciousness, spiritual laws, wisdom, and how to reach your fucking dreams. How to throw wisdom in there because we know we've been talking a lot about wisdom lately. So gotta put that in there now because the channel's evolving. My knowledge is evolving, I'm evolving, so it must evolve. All things change, either upward or downward, okay? All right. Chapter 9 of Psycho-Cybernetics by Maxwell Maltz. The chapter is titled The Failure Mechanism, how to make it work for you. So how to make failure work for you instead of against you, okay? Instead of against you. Before we get started, make sure you're ready to learn and apply. If you're not ready, do not watch. Change this, go watch something else. Those of you who are ready to learn, let's get started. All right, I want to share something right now about failure. Failure means that you are fucking taking action. If you were not taking action, you would have no failure. You'd just be watching Dragon Ball Z all day. I love a Dragon Ball Z, just saying. I've been watching that lately. Or just watching a USA basketball game. I think men in particular love to watch those games because they are not themselves going after their fucking goals and dreams. I don't watch that shit. I don't watch sports. The only sports I watch is the Lakers. And why? Because I have an emotional attachment to it. Has good feelings. I have good feelings with it because I grew up watching it. Okay, so I tend to watch those games, but I don't do it obsessively. If I have work to do, I do the work. If I have something more important, I do that. The games are usually at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, around 6, 7, depending where you're at, Eastern Standard Time or Pacific Standard Time. But I digress. Those are just some of my thoughts, okay? Now, this is gonna be a 2-part video because there's, just like the last chapter that I shared and it went over, there was an acronym. So this one here is failure. He uses failure as an acronym to go over what you need to understand and how to use. So F is frustration, hopelessness, futility. A is aggressiveness. I, insecurity. L, loneliness. U, uncertainty. R, resentment. E, emptiness. That's failure. But I'm gonna go over these 2 things, okay? The first one, frustration. That comes from setting your bar too high. Don't set that shit too fucking high. Break down your goals. One time I asked Bob Proctor, my coach when he was still alive, I asked him, hey, okay, my goal is X, a money goal. Should I just visualize that goal and go after that goal? He said, no, just go break it down into little goals. Each month, just break a goal, break it down, just break it into smaller goals. Same thing right here, because if you go after the big ass goal, then you get frustrated, okay? And then frustration leads to the next thing, which is aggressiveness, okay? There's a study, okay, that was done by Yale University, and it was done by a scientist named John Dollard. He discovered that troubles, right, aggressiveness comes from being frustrated in achieving our goal or being blocked from achieving our goal, okay? So that's where aggressiveness comes from. But we need that fire. We need that initiative to go after our goals. So what happens when we don't reach them and we're frustrated, we have that fire? Exercise. Maxwell Maltz says to fucking work out. He says work out, look right here. Quote, the best channel of all for aggression is to use it up as it was intended to be used in working towards some goal. Work remains one of the best therapies and one of the best tranquilizers for a troubled spirit. ... All types of physical exercise are excellent for draining off aggression. Long brisk walks, push-ups, dumbbell exercises are good. Especially good are those games where you hit or smash something. Golf, tennis, bowling, punching the bag. All right. And he goes to show that women intuitively recognize the value of heavy muscular exercise in draining off aggressiveness when they feel an urge to rearrange all furniture in the house after becoming upset. Exercise. It's a very good way to not only get rid of your aggression, but boost your mood. It gets you happy. Because look, when you exercise, right? Let's say, for example, you're doing pull-ups or bench press. You're pushing or pulling. You are in a dominant stance. You're not all shriveled down and like hunched back. No. When you're on a computer for a long ass time, you are like that. Not me. That's why I end up getting up. Once I'm doing something, sitting down for too long, I get up. I have to get up because I'm a very active person. Okay, as you can tell from these gains, okay, you can't fake these gains. You can't fake them. You can't. See how deep it goes? Muscle tissue, because of my detailed, disciplined preparation. Okay, I get my creatine or whatever supplements that I'm taking, protein, sugar, fruit for after my workout and before my workout. I make sure I have some, okay, so that I have an adequate workout. Sugar is very important for before, during, and after your workout. But I digress from that because I just started sharing about that. But exercise, very important, especially for your mood, getting rid of frustration and anger. And I think we have a lot of that in society, in the world. Just look at the news. What is the news portraying? Because that is what people are watching. The news is just a conduit. They're just testing shit out. They're just testing out the vibration of the world because they're like, okay, we'll get views. Okay, murder, fighting, shooting. Let's put that. So they put it on. When you are in a high vibration, you don't like that. That thing grosses you out. I dislike watching the news or listening to the radio. I dislike it. I don't listen to it. What I listen to is audiobooks, positive material. I even watch myself because I know what I'm saying is true. Okay? I've experienced it. I understand it. It resonates. So this is the first part of that chapter that I'm going to share. I'm going to wrap it up here because I still got a few more. This chapter is very intensive. There's a lot of little parts to it, but it all connects. Maxwell Maltz really did a good job with this book. That's why it's a classic. Bob Proctor shared this with me. I've been talking a lot about Bob Proctor today. So yeah. So for now, that is it on how to use those negative emotions. Understand what they are. Frustration, a recap, right? Recap. Frustration comes from not reaching your goal, being blocked from it, okay? You may think you're a failure. You're not. It's part of the process. Now, your frustration leads to aggressiveness. Aggressiveness could be, diverted to either your work with a positive mental attitude or exercise and then going back to the work because we have infinite energy. Every time you wake up, you have energy. Boom. You have life. Life and energy are free. You're living for free. You don't pay somebody, hey man, I'm going to wake up tomorrow. Actually, you do in a sense if you're grateful for life. You're giving your gratitude to the universe, to God, wherever you want to call it, and saying to the Creator, thank you. Thank you. Give me more life. You're not necessarily paying it because even away your thoughts are free. So no, it's free. All right, till next time, make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you feel like it. Hit the notifications to know when the next episode is coming out. Those of you who are new, I've been getting a lot of new followers. We're getting to half of 500 or half of 1,000 subscribers. So welcome. And yeah, we're gonna be talking about more wisdom, nature, the universe, the creator, and the law of attraction. So stay tuned. Till next time, I love you. Peace.